What is up, all you literary femmes and gents? It is your girl Deja, and I am back with a brand new video on my channel. So I've never done one of these, and I realized that it's about that time where some of the books on my shelf have got to go. So none of the books that I'm going to be unhauling are in my star jar. If you guys don't know what that is, check out the video, my Project TBR video, in the description below. But yeah, none of the books that I'm going to be unhauling are in that jar, because that would defeat the purpose of them being in the jar if I get rid of them. Some of the books that are on my shelf have been there since I was like 12, 11, maybe even 10 years old. So some of them have been there for like a decade, and I haven't picked them up. And I was really excited about them when I bought them. But I finally come to realize that I'm not going to read them. Not because mostly because I've lost interest in them and their whatever thrill that I had when I was younger, but also because my tastes have changed since then. Like, even year to year, my taste in books change. So yeah, that's why some of these, they gotta go. So the first one to go is Zero at the Bone by Michael Cadnam. I never read this. I bought this I don't even remember how I got this book. I think I got this from one of those things called in elementary schools where they kind of sell books. Oh man, I forgot what that's called. But yeah, this is where I got this from my elementary school, and I bought this because, as you guys see, it's like covered in like dust. That's how long it's been like sitting on my shelf. But I got this book because I was like, you know what, the plot seems like it'd be interesting. It's almost kind of like a murder mystery type thing, and it's a really short read. But I've never actually sat down and tried to read it, and I know I'm not, so see ya. The next book is The Grey King by Susan Cooper. What does that say? The Dark is Rising sequel. I don't even have like the first book to this. That's mostly why I haven't read this book. I think I got this from like what are those places called? Oh my god. Oh, the text from a thrift shop. I got this from a thrift store, and it was kind of like sitting out, and I was like, this is interesting. But I never actually took the effort to find the prequel to this book, so I'm not going to read this one because I wouldn't know what's going on. And I know I'm not going to take the effort to go find the prequel, so see ya. So next is The Magic Thief and The Magic Thief Lost. It's sequel. Again, these are by, what does it say? Sarah Prenius. I'm not sure how to say the last name. So this is another one of those book series where I was just like, ooh, this sounds interesting. A kid that steals magic. Who wouldn't be interested in a book like that? But again, like I said, my tastes since middle school have changed, and I never actually took the effort to try to pick these up and read them. And I know I'm not, and they're just taking up room on my shelf, so they gotta go. Next is Cracker by Cynthia, again, Kadoda. You guys know how bad I am with names. Like, that's never gonna be something that's gonna change. This was on the approved list of books that my mom said I could buy. When I was younger, she was really strict on what I could and could not read. So it was mostly nonfiction stuff or contemporary things that like didn't have any crude language in it. Occasionally she'd let me like read fantasy books, but she was really strict on what I could read. And this was one of the books that I had bought from elementary school again. And like I said, I never actually took the time to read it. So it's just been sitting on my shelf for like the past decade, and I'm not going to read it, so bye Fido. So the next book I'm getting rid of is The Thief Lord. For some reason I like books where people had to steal things. I don't know. By Cornelia Funk. This is another one of those books that have just been like sitting on my shelf for almost a decade. I think I got this one in middle school actually. But again, never actually took the effort to read it. So I'm just like, there's no point in me keeping it. By Thief Lord. Somebody else might steal you and put you on their shelf and actually appreciate you. But it's not going to be me. So the next book is Children of the Dawn by Kathleen O'Neill and W. Michael Geer. This is a book that I bought. I think this was around the time that I was really getting into like learning about like different cultures and things, and one of the ones that interested me was like Native American culture, which I believe is what this book is about this girl who like finds her spirit animal or something like that. But I was getting really interested in learning about cultures, and I bought this book because I thought it would be interesting. But again, I think I got like a good like 10-15 pages into this book before I put it down and never picked it up again. And I know I didn't like it because I don't even remember what this book is about. So let me, yeah, Twig, yeah. I didn't enjoy reading this, so I guess like even back then I would DNF'd books. So yeah, this one, it's gotta go. And the last book on my unhaul list is The Golem's Eye by Jonathan Stroud. Again, this is a sequel to a book, and I never took the effort to find the ones before this. So I was like, if I don't care enough to find the first book or the prequel to whatever this book is, then I don't really care enough to actually read this book. And I don't, like I said, I used to be like a super into like high fantasy when I was a kid and growing up, but now my tastes have gone more towards urban fantasy. So I just realized that most of these are like high fantasy and like nonfiction books, which I don't read at all for the most part anymore. So sorry, Golem's Eye, but you gotta go too. So I had watched a couple of unhaul videos by some other people, and they always said that it was very like soothing and relaxing to like get rid of books that are just taking up room on your shelf. And it really is, because they'll sit there and you feel guilty because this book could be given to somebody else who could appreciate it more. So for the most part, because a lot of these books are old, I'm just going to donate them to my local library in hopes that some kid out there who does enjoy nonfiction and high fantasy books can get some type of joy out of it. That's all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more content from moi. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!